Does your workday ever feel like you're just constantly fighting against clutter, both on your desk and, let's be honest, in your head? Well, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to break down a simple but really powerful framework to help you get your focus back and truly master your own productivity.
We've all been there, right? That frantic, heart-pounding search for a document or a file or some email you know you saw just a minute ago. It's that feeling of your entire day grinding to a halt over something so small. It's got to be one of the biggest little frustrations of work life.
And you know what? All those little frustrations, they really add up. I mean, just think about it. 5 minutes of searching each day, which, let's face it, feels like nothing at the time, that eats up over 20 hours a year. That is an entire work week, just gone. Poof. And it's not just the time, it's the broken concentration and the stress that just keeps building. Okay, get ready for this number because it's a big one. 85%. That's the percentage of common everyday work mistakes that, according to the sources we're digging into, can be solved just by getting organized. We're not talking about small tweaks here. This is about fundamentally changing the quality of your work.
So how do we fix this? How do we tackle this giant problem? Well, we're going to boil it all down into one simple, super memorable framework that covers the whole shebang. ACE. This is the heart of what we're talking about today, so let's jump right in with A.
All right, first up, we have A for archive. And this isn't just about tidying up your desk. No, this is about creating a truly bulletproof system for all your stuff, both physical and digital. So you can turn all that chaos into pure, simple clarity.
See, the whole point of archiving isn't just to make things look neat. It's all about building a retrieval system. Here's the ultimate test. Can you find absolutely anything you need the very second you need it? When everything has a logical home, you stop wasting all that precious brain power just looking for things. So how do you actually build this system? Well, it all comes down to 3 super simple steps. Step 1, discard. And I mean be ruthless. If you know you're not going to need it again, it's just noise. Get rid of it. Step 2, categorize everything that's left into 3 buckets. Stuff you're working on now, stuff for short-term projects, and stuff you need to keep for the long haul. And finally, step 3, containerize. Put it all into clearly labeled containers, and this goes for physical folders and your digital ones.
And speaking of digital, this logic is an absolute game changer for your computer. I mean, your search function is amazing, but it can only work if you give it something to search for. A consistent naming convention, just like the one you see here, project name, file name, date, turns that messy desktop into a perfectly searchable database. Okay, so with your files in order, let's talk about mastering your time. Awesome! You've gotten a handle on your stuff. Now it's time for the C in ACE. Calendar. This is where we shift from managing things to mastering your single most valuable resource, your time. I absolutely love this quote. It's such a powerful way to reframe things. Most of us think of a calendar as just a list of meetings and deadlines for other people. But what if you started seeing it as a series of appointments with yourself to get your most important work done? That puts you right back in the driver's seat of your own day. So how do you decide what those appointments with yourself should be? You use this matrix. It's such a simple but brilliant tool for cutting through all the noise. If something is both important and urgent, you do it first, no question. Now, if it's important but not urgent, and this is key, you have to schedule it. Put it on the calendar or it will never, ever happen. If it's urgent but not important, see if you can give it to someone else. And if it's neither urgent nor important, just don't do it. It's that simple. And here are 4 quick tactics to put that into practice right away. First, plan tomorrow tonight. It lets you wake up and just go. Second, block out focus time in your calendar and guard it like it's your most important meeting of the day. Third, group similar tasks together. Do all your calls at once, all your emails at once. It's way more efficient. And finally, please leave some buffer time between appointments. A back-to-back schedule is just asking for trouble. Okay, so we've organized our stuff, we've organized our time. The final piece of the ACE puzzle is E for encode. This is all about organizing the most chaotic place of all, the information inside our own heads, by taking better notes. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got that classic brain dump. The wall of text that's almost impossible to use the next day. But on the right, those are encoded notes. They're structured, they're easy to scan, and they're ready for action. You see, the point of taking notes isn't just to write stuff down. It's to make that information useful later. So how do you get your notes looking like that after picture? Just follow these 4 simple rules. 1, start with the main point right at the top. 2, use a framework like the 5 W's and 2 H's. That's who, what, when, where, why, how, and how much, to make sure you've got all the key details. 3, use lots of white space. Let your ideas breathe. It makes everything so much easier to scan. And 4, don't be afraid to draw a simple diagram. It can explain a complex idea way better than a huge block of text. And there you have it. Archive, calendar, and code. ACE. By mastering these 3 areas, you're doing so much more than just cleaning your desk. You're building a rock-solid system for doing high-quality work with way less stress. So just remember that simple acronym, ACE. Archive your stuff so you can find anything in a snap. Calendar your time so you're always working on what matters most. And encode your thoughts so you can turn messy ideas into clear actions.
And why does all this matter so much? Because the payoff is huge. You'll waste less time, feel less stressed, and you'll free up all this mental space for bigger, better, clearer ideas. People will start to see you as incredibly reliable, and the quality of your work will just skyrocket. It all comes back to that 85% of mistakes we talked about in the beginning. This is how you beat them.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question, because a system is only good if you actually start using it, right? So don't try to boil the ocean. Don't do everything at once. Just pick one thing. Maybe it's your desktop, maybe it's your email inbox, or maybe it's just your to-do list for tomorrow. What's the one small area you're going to ace the second this is over?